Anthropic just built the most powerful AI model they've ever created, and they've decided that the world is not ready for it. This thing found critical security flaws in every major operating system and web browser on the planet, and instead of releasing it to the public, they locked it away. Here's why. What's up, everyone? John Joseph here from John Joseph Tech. Today, we're talking about something that dropped just hours ago. A story that involves Anthropic, the company behind Claude AI, some of the biggest tech companies in the world, and an AI model that is frankly unlike anything we've seen. Let's break it down. So first, what is Claude Mythos Preview? It's a brand new AI model built by Anthropic, the same company behind Claude, which many of you already use. Now, normally when a company builds a new AI model, they release it. That's the whole point. You ship it, people use it, you make money, but Anthropic did something completely different this time. They looked at what this model could do and decided it was too capable to just hand over to anyone with an internet connection. Why? Because this AI is extraordinarily good at one specific thing: finding security vulnerabilities in software. We're talking about the kind of bugs that hackers dream about, the kind that lets someone break into a system, steal data, or shut down critical infrastructure. And Mythos didn't just find a few, it found thousands of high-severity vulnerabilities, including some in every major operating system and web browser. That means Windows, Mac OS, Chrome, Safari, Firefox, every major platform that you and I use every day. So instead of releasing it publicly, Anthropic announced something called Project Glasswing. And the list of companies involved is remarkable. We're talking about Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Cisco, Nvidia, CrowdStrike, JP Morgan Chase, that's the money boys, Palo Alto Networks, Broadcom, and many more. Essentially, a who's who of the tech and cybersecurity world. The idea is to use Mythos exclusively for defense, to let these companies scan their own software, find vulnerabilities before the bad guys do, and patch them. Anthropic is committing up to 100 million in usage credits for this project. They've also extended access to over 40 additional organizations that build critical software infrastructure, things like open source projects that millions of people depend on. Think about that for a second. The software running your hospital records, your power grid, this AI is already scanning for its weaknesses, and that's actually good news. But here's the part of the story that nobody is talking about, and it has big implications for all of us. So now the reason Anthropic isn't releasing this publicly isn't just caution, it's a warning. They're essentially saying AI models are now good enough to find and exploit software vulnerabilities better than almost any human hacker alive. And that capability is only going to get more common as AI advances. In other words, it's not just Anthropic that can build something like this. Other AI labs, some of which may not have the same safety focus, are heading in the same direction. The benchmarks on this model is kind of staggering. Mythos scored 93.9% on a key software engineering benchmark. For context, the previous best from Claude was around 80%. That's not incremental improvement. That's a leap. So what does it mean for everyday users like you and me? A few things. First, the vulnerabilities in your browser and OS that Mythos found, the companies involved in the Project Glasswing are working to patch them right now. That's generally good news. Second, this is exactly why keeping your software updated matters so much. These patches exist because someone, human or AI, found the holes first. Now here's what we'll be watching closely. Anthropic says the findings from Project Glasswing will inform future public Claude releases. So eventually, some version of these capabilities will make it into the product and we'll all use it. They've also made their system card and risk report public, so security researchers can review exactly what they've found and how the model behaves. But the big question everyone in tech is asking right now is, what happens when a less safety-conscious lab builds the same thing and just releases it? That's the real race that Project Glasswing is trying to get ahead of. This is one of those stories where the tech industry is genuinely trying to do the right thing, and it is worth paying attention to because it directly affects the security of every device you own. So that's the Claude Mythos story, the AI that is too powerful to release publicly. If you found this useful, drop a like. It genuinely helps this channel grow. Subscribe to John Joseph Tech for more AI news, Windows tips, and tech breakdowns every week. And let me know in the comments, do you think Anthropic made the right call keeping this one locked away? I want to know what you think. I'll see you in the next one.